We talked about him a lot already, obviously, but Ryan Francis' goal is incredible on the national highlights. How often do you see him do stuff like that in practice?
It's better than practice, and it's better than most guys that try to make those moves that can do them, because most guys, it's premeditated. You can see it coming from a mile away. He did it in the middle of action on the spot. I mean, that's perfect. That's an elite play. That'll be in plays of the year. The thing about Ryan that he's been working on and doing very well with is his battles. He was 68% for his battles. He was 75% for his battles in the D zone. You piece that together with a couple of goals, he's coming on.
One thing I thought watching last night's game is the ice didn't look particularly great. There was a lot of weird bounces. Both teams seemed to be fighting. As a coach, is that something you can even try to control? What's the message to the players?
I find that if anything is going on, if the game is different at all, whether it be ice, whether it be style of game, if you've got good gap and you've matched your speed with your man, whatever happens with the puck, you got your man. There's not much else to it other than real good defense to make sure that you don't get caught on a bad bounce.
We don't know what that was, but good answer nonetheless, Jake. We talked a little bit about FJ Buteau as well. It's been a pleasant surprise, I think, considering where he was drafted, getting power play time. In preseason, to me, he stood out defensively, but did you know he had this offensive side of the game?
And we saw a shot in camp as well. I was very happy to get him. I worked with defense for 15 years in the Ontario League. I liked him in his first stride on the ice. I see potential. He's an excellent pick in the 5th round. I don't know how he was in the 5th round. Yes, there are things he's got to work on, but his attitude, his work ethic, his skill level, I really like the upside of this guy.
Had a nice shot block in last night's game, too, which he was able to shake off. Saw Davis Cooper do that as well. How important is that in the modern game?
It's real important, and we're talking about guys now that are 5-6D. We're talking about 4th-line guys, 3rd-line guys. I'll just throw it in there. We wouldn't have had the success we had last night if it wasn't for these types of guys. Our 3rd line was awesome, and they were matching their 1st line. They were trying all night with their 1st line against our 3rd or our 4th, and they did a fantastic job. And if they can, again, start feeling good in the league and start making new gains in the league, both lines will just get that much better.
Looking at today's game, we know Greg Gilbert wasn't happy with things last night on the St. John end of things. How do you see them adjusting today?
Greg's going to tell it exactly like it is. I doubt he's ever going to be wrong in those situations. The guy's experience level from the style of player that he was way back to what he's gone through with coaching, he's challenging his team. And I would expect them to try to meet that challenge. He's an experienced guy, and they should be listening.